Hello and welcome to Financial Technology Frontiers Live. Today, we are going to study some interesting insights about Nepal and the SME banking in Nepal. We are talking to Mr. Niraj Basnet Danil, who is the head of SME banking and microfinance at Nabil Bank in Nepal. Mr. Niraj, welcome to Banking Frontiers Live.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
I'm sure, like everywhere in the world, the microfinance sector or even the SME sector in Nepal must have gone through a lot of downs. And at the end of the day, everyone looks up to banks like you who will be helping organizations and SME sector to actually reignite their businesses and get into the next level of growth. On one side there is a huge demand, on the other side there is also definitely a shortage of funds, correct? So on I would like to understand from you, how have you been navigating this, both the sides together, doing a balancing act on one side, and what are the kind of difficulties and what are the opportunities you see in this sector during that?
As you already said, that SME are the most important part of the economy and the key contributor for the GDP of our country as well. So we could not ignore the SMEs. Now, talking about the banking industry and the challenges and opportunities that we see in this SME segment is, as you already mentioned, there at present, our country is facing some gap between the demand and supply. So there is some liquidity. Say we don't have some lendable surplus for boosting our economy or providing as per the demand to the country of the SMEs. To substitute that, we have been trying our level best to get some foreign investment, foreign aids and other type of borrowing as well from the bank. Or we are also working on issuing some international bond so that we could ensure that our supply side is proper for our targeted segment. And in Nepal, we have a regulatory requirement. Our almost 45% portfolio is should be on directed sector. So 15% is for agriculture sector and 15% is for SMEs below 10 million and other for energy and some deprived sector loan as well. So our focus is primarily on this directed lending, so that we are trying to ensure the supply side is proper for this directed lending. So being a leading bank in Nepal, Nabil Bank, with a history of 37 plus years, was earlier known to be a corporate focused bank. Now we have shifted our focus to SMEs and retail granular segments. So at present, our contributions, our SME contribution in our core business is almost 23 to 25%, including microfinance, direct microfinances. So which was earlier, past few years, it was only 11% concentration. We had only 11% concentration in SMEs in the past few years. Now, increasing in the period of last 3 years, we have more than doubled our portfolio in SMEs and increased our contributions inside our bank as well. And in terms of industry contributions, we hold a market share of 9%, around 9% among 27 commercial banks. So we hold the market share of 9%, and we believe it is a substantial number, substantial holding in this market. And in terms of number of customers, in last 1 year only, we had increased our customer base from around 6,000 to 9,000 customer base. So I think that is a substantial that relates and has a substantial contribution in this SME segment from our bank. So
wonderful. What were the strategies that helped you to get that 23% of business in the SME sector, that 10%, 12% whopping growth. What helped you to get that?
After shifting our focus to this granular segment, we felt that being a leader in the corporate lending, the value chain of this corporate, the distributor, retailers of those corporate are our SME business, and we try to tap that our ecosystem from our side. So help us to much to increase our base as well. And apart from that, we introduce various type of products and facilities which were distinct in the market as well. So we captured the available opportunity in the period of COVID as well. We provided customized loan products. We tied up with one of our leading platform, Daraz. So we tapped their dealer distributors. So in terms of value chains, we were trying to get in terms of this SME segments, smaller ticket size segments, and from our branch network also we increased our footprints. We increased our branch network. We just doubled our branch networks in last 3 years. So that helped us to build up the portfolio substantially.
Wonderful. So, how are you leveraging technology to make your business accelerated, faster, and what new is coming in this place according to you?
Yeah, Nabil Bank was the first pioneer bank in providing a digital loan in the name of phone loan. We started the phone loan in Nepal, which any consumer can take the digital loan from their mobile applications. Now, it was for individual retail financing only at present. Now we are developing it for SMEs, and at present we are developing a decision analytics system, AI-based decision analytics system for providing the digital loan for the transaction done to QR system. So if the merchant SMEs transacts to QR, make the sales to QR based, so they would be eligible for the digital loan. It is just a start. And on another part, from our internal software also, we have taken an internationally accredited Newgen software for our loan management system, loan origination system. So earlier we didn't have that platform to connect with other various fintechs and other various communicating channels. So now our core banking software, our loan management software are now in place, so that we are also working on digital-based loan. So we have also already restructured our department and created an N-Bank, which looks after all the digital fintech applications, so that our traditional banking can be shifted to digital banking as well. So we are working on developing various type of fintech platforms and softwares as well. And apart from that, I just like to add on that in terms of during the period of COVID as well, we develop our applications so that our retail, our SME customers could apply loan from their home as well, from their mobile or desktop as well. So definitely it needs to be increased, and we will be doing much more in terms of adapting various technologies, supporting for the SME segments.
Wonderful. How are you identifying or using this as an opportunity to grow your business, or how are you meeting up this challenge?
To tap the various fragmented market, we are focused on various sectors as per our market research and as per our industry analysis. So we are targeting from various sectors, and we are penetrating the associations and other types of NGOs and the central level, like FNCCI, CNI. We have tied up with them, and we have tied up with district chapters, and where we have our presence, we have tied up with various type of associations, NGOs who are working at remote areas for microfinancing, for other types of businesses, so that we could penetrate and get on reach with them as well. And apart from that, we are utilizing our social media platform and our media platform so that we could reach to various segments as per our targets.
One more thing that is also common in this is basically the kind of acceleration of the business and ensuring that you provide the loan at the minimal processing time, so that the more you reduce the time to the market is the more the business you can do. Are you doing anything towards that?
In past few years, we had an association with, we were supported by an FCDO Saksham project, which helped us in developing a scorecard-based loan product from which we assured to provide loan decision within 35 hours. That was a milestone for us, And apart from that particular product also, we have our assured turnaround time for each steps in loan origination system, and we track it properly, we monitor it properly, so that we deliver our targets or our commitments, so that we could provide efficient services to the customers and accelerate our business volume as well. So that's I believe that due to that factors, we were able to increase our portfolio and increase our market segment internally and externally as well.
Wonderful. And considering that now, where do you see the Nabil Bank going into the SME business and microfinance business in the next 5 years from now? What is the kind of growth that you envisage for the sector and for your bank?
We already had our strategic plan. We named it as Nabil 2025. We made it 2 years back. So we are working in line with it. At that point of time, as we are working parallelly with it, and our SME segment, we have targeted our SME segment to contribute 30% inside our bank. And microfinances, definitely, it is 5% as per the regulatory requirement. We have targeted to achieve some margin on it. So almost 35% would be my SME and microfinance segment. So that is our strategic plan, and we are moving ahead with it. And we are connecting the dots with our target and planning our activities for it as well. In going for next few years or 5 years, we see that, as we talked earlier, there would be most technology adaptations, disruptions, and we need to work more on it. And so that's why we have created an unbanked vertical. We have created an valuation financing product so that we could channelize the real economy or real payments, and we could finance the actual transaction-based financing. We could do it. So we need to scale up it up. We are also thinking or planning to create our own marketplace from our banking side, so that we could provide additional facility to our customers so that they get engaged with our bank as well. So we are planning to have our BLBs or POS-based technology-based soft agent banking, so that we could accelerate our customer base. And yeah, I need to mention one thing, that we were the only bank to provide business development services to our existing SME customers. So we had hired an expert and provided a business development services. We had conducted one program. So we will be accelerating that type of program. We are planning to, as I mentioned earlier, we are planning to bring out a green bond in the international market, so that we could assure the continuous supply of funds for as per our target. I think I need to mention that we were awarded as honorable mention from SME Finance Forum in last fiscal year, considering our achievement and our activities. It is promoted by IFC, and apart from that, we are also looking we are tying up with various development agencies, DFIs. We have our one partner, Swiss Contact. Earlier, we have done FCDO, that is UK Aid, and another UNCDF. We have partnered with them. They are supporting us in different activities. Swiss Contact is helping us to promote agri-financing, agri-SMEs in our us in promoting digital transactions, for the QR-based transaction. So I think this will be these things will be accelerating, and in next 5 years, after 5 years, I think we would be in different level of banking.
Wonderful. You have already gathered all the ammunitions to accelerate your SME businesses to the next level. We wish you all the best in your aspirations. Thank you very much for participating with us. We look forward to more interesting conversations with you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.